It's January 20th, and our brothers and sisters in the United States are inaugurating a new president, their 45th president. There's much concern about this man, Donald Trump. Many different conflicting views about him. Could the Divine Collective fill us in on this? Do we have anything to be worried about? He is our man. He is the best choice for that country right now. You feel that this is like in sickness when it comes to the fore, you have to deal with it. In a sense, he is doing this. The way the symptoms of an illness have to appear before you begin to treat that illness. This man is bringing the symptoms of a very out of balance society to the surface so that they may be treated. He himself may suffer from some of these symptoms, but not all. And he himself is going to initiate the therapy. The United States is in serious need of therapy, social, psychological, spiritual, economic therapy. The only way to bring about this therapy is by recognizing the illness. And there's much out of balance. It's kept out of balance by the media in this country. And the people who control the media in that country prefer to keep it out of balance because this way they profit, this way they control the people. This new man is not part of that system, although many believe he would like to be. He is rebellious. He will bring about a revolution in thinking, in attitude, by forcing the people of that country to look at each other and to look at their views, to treat their xenophobia. The country has been run so disharmoniously for so long that this cannot be done by one man during one or even two presidential terms. You saw 8 years ago how a president in that country came to the fore and the rest of the world rose up to give him support, saying, "This is our savior." The president will never be the savior. No politician, no administrator, no ruler will ever be your savior. Only you can save yourselves. You must look to each other, brothers and sisters, across that great land and then across the great world, and realize that you have so much in common, that you are one, you have nothing to fear from each other. You have to go beyond what your media generates. And instead of protesting against this man, suggest policies that he and his government may impose, may put forward. And even if they don't, live those policies yourselves. Live as though those policies were in force. Help each other constantly. Give to those who you feel are needy or are asking you for help. Be ready to lend a hand for your society, for your country, and for your planet. If you do this, you will help bring about the change. Support this man in his bid to change the system, to change the world, to end the fighting for greed and oil and bankers and manufacturers on your planet, This is what your wars have always been about. Greed and control for your elite. Stop fighting for them. Stop taking up arms. Stop manufacturing the automatic weapons that they are now using to fight their wars, as people will refuse to fight their wars for them. For the computer operators, stop controlling their drones for them. You are killing just as much as if you pulled a trigger and watched somebody die in front of you. Do not fight their wars for them anymore. Do not dig their pipelines anymore. Do not drill for their oil anymore. You don't need any of these things. Rise up in peace, like your indigenous Americans. Indigenous peoples throughout the world could rise up in peace, in hope, in worship of nature. Rise up in peace and in love. Embrace each other as you embrace your planet. And don't let these sad, dark creatures rule you anymore. Their time has come to an end. Their vibration is too low for the coming times on this planet. Let them go. Love them for all they have taught you. But give them no further thought, because the more you think about them, the more anger you give them, the more that feeds their mission, their perceived mission. Forgive them. Be at one with them. Live atonement. And rise up in peace and love. This is why you are here. Be well. This is a revolutionary time. Time to turn things around. It's a wonderful time to be here. This is why you're here. Rise up in peace and love, as you began in the 1960s of your construction. Return to that era. Many of you watching this were born in that era, grew up in that era. Return your vibration and thinking to the optimism you had in that era. Bring it across into this time and space. Wear those colors again. Live the rainbow again. And be at peace. Be at peace, dear